Hello everyone. I'll discuss a very interesting concept very briefly. I assume that you guys know or at least have a little idea about what is relative strength and the concept of ratio chart and relative strength indicator. So for example, if I plot Adani Enterprise chart, this is candlestick chart. I'll plot a ratio chart against Nifty 50 below this, right? So now it tells us that stock did well and ratio chart was also bullish and rising. There is one more indicator which is relative strength indicator, which takes period into account, or it calculates the return or rate of change of both the instruments and plot the indicator. So I'm selecting Nifty 50 as a denominator here. We can also select this from any particular date if we want, but right now I'm keeping it for 50 days and plotting it. As long as this indicator is above zero line, or when it is above zero line, that means it is outperforming denominator. So it has been doing that uh, since July 2020, and it has been bullish. Now see one interesting thing. Now the chart is bullish. Let's define chart also. Let's plot one simple indicator like moving average. Let's say a 20-day moving average on the chart. So now here what is happening, a chart is bullish, it is trading about 20-day average. The ratio chart has been bullish, it is rising. Relative strength indicator has been above zero line. Uh, so everything is bullish. Now in periods like this, when price is coming near moving average and ratio chart or relative strength chart indicators were also bullish, these are the opportunities to participate in the trend. It is like bullish divergence. Price is correcting, but ratio charts are bullish. That means the stock is actually outperforming denominator. See, this zone is bullish only. So the stock is outperforming on a larger time frame, or the medium term trend has been bullish. But it corrects, even during strong trends, stocks will correct in short term. It can be a price correction or a time correction. The stock can consolidate for a few sessions and then resume the uptrend. So we need to find those kind of opportunities. Those kind of formations provide a very affordable risk reward trading opportunity. So in cases like this, your stop loss can be very affordable and reward is very attractive, right? See this. Now in this case, though a relative strength indicator is falling, but it is still above zero line and ratio chart is bullish. So the stock is in outperforming zone. We need to find when there is a pullback to moving average, and for example here there was a bullish engulfing formation. So here it was a bullish Harami formation above moving average. So these are the opportunities. So basically, three things which you can observe on the chart: when your relative strength indicators are in bullish zone, and when there is a pullback in the price, it is still trading in above, let's say, moving average, or when medium term trend is bullish, you should find opportunity. So find pullback opportunities in the stocks which are bullish and outperforming. Now the attempt is to define it in some way, because that this has been a manual observation. Of course we can do that, but one attempt is, for example, I plot Adani Enterprises point and figure chart. I'm increasing the box value for a to explain the concept. And at times what happens is this can also be an input. A lot of people who follow point and figure on a lower box value, though the lower box value chart formations provide us affordable opportunities, so we should definitely trade on those time frames and track them. But increasing the box value will actually remove a lot of noise from the data and tell you what is happening from medium term perspective. That will help you even to plan your short term trades, right? All right, coming back to this, see, almost from July 2020, or this low was from March 2020. Now, what has been a formation? There has been a continuation double top buy patterns. Now, this is a double top buy pattern. This is double top buy pattern. These are the continuation patterns. Those who know about the concepts, this is a bullish super pattern. This is also a bullish super pattern. But the point is, stock went from around 125 to above 1650 now. Now let me plot same duration on relative strength chart. This is Adani Enterprises divided by Nifty 50, 3% box value. Now look at same pattern right from this is from March 2020, and now from July 2020 it has been a single column of X that tells us that there has been a strong outperformance, right? Now think about this. See, this has been a strong column of X. What has happened here is on the price chart, there were two or three occasions when there was a column of O. So there was a short-term correction in price, but relative strength chart was bullish. This is kind of bullish divergence. The price was bearish here, here, but relative strength chart was totally bullish. There was no correction here. That means the price correction was not recorded on a relative strength chart. That means the price was correcting, but it was still outperforming the index. Maybe something else was falling more. So we have to find these kind of opportunities, that this is like bullish relative strength divergence. When price is correcting, but it is outperforming, we need to find where we see a short-term reversal in price chart and how we can plan affordable trades when that correction is happening. Now, those who know about the matrix scoring pattern, can you imagine what would be a score here? Short-term score. You can refer to matrix videos or refer to my book if you are not very clear about how we score those swing patterns. But here it is a double top buy followed by a correction, right? So the score will be 1 because it is semi-bullish. But in this case, it is double top buy, score will be 2. Correct? Score will turn 2 here, so both will be bullish. Same way here, there's a correction, so score will be 1 because it is semi-bullish. Here score will remain 2. It will turn 2 again here. Correct? So in these occasions, the relative strength score will be 2, very bullish, and price score will be 1, semi-bullish. So can we say that if we deduct price score from relative strength score, and if the net score is positive, those stocks are bullish on relative strength chart? There is a pattern of bullish relative strength divergence. Same way, on a RS matrix, the ranking score, here what will happen is I will have a bullish column, so the score will be bullish. Here also it will be bullish. Here what will happen? The price turn to column of O. So the score on price chart will be bearish, the ranking score, right? Here, for example, there are 3 boxes and 3% box value, score will be -9. What will happen here? It will remain bullish. The score will turn bullish here again. And what will happen here? It will be more bullish because more X are being added in the column. Same way, what will happen here? Price score will be negative. But here, the relative strength chart score will be even more positive, more bullish. So same thing, if RS ranking score is more and price ranking score is negative or less than the ranking score, that stock is bullish on relative strength divergence pattern. Just an attempt to uh, get those kind of stocks in our list. So if we run a fusion matrix, let me run it on Nifty 200 index, denominator Nifty 50. Now here, if you'll see, you will get uh, in the save to group segment, you'll get these four groups that we have added recently. One is bullish candidate. If you'll select this and save it in a group, the stocks which are bullish on performance, ranking, on the multiple time frames will get added to that list. Same way you have a bearish candidates list, then you have a bullish divergence. If you select this and save it to the group, bullish divergence, if I save it to a group, I have this group now, and now we can quickly go to all the stocks. So this stocks are bullish on relative strength divergence pattern. First is Adani Enterprises that we have already seen. The stock is already bullish and up. We can quickly see other stocks also in the list. For example, there's Adani Transmission, then you have BBTC. Then you can apply other techniques which you know on the chart. For example, this stock is bullish overall. Now there's a correction, two O's at the same level. If price reverses from here, we get a very affordable opportunity, or if we get a double top buy from here, it will be a bullish opportunity, right? The stock is also bullish on higher time frames. This Imami overall strong bullish uptrend. This is a short-term correction, but relative strength chart is bullish. So we should look for the opportunity. For example, here there's a double top buy. Here, if price gives another double top buy, it will give us affordable opportunity. GAIL, this is bullish ABC. This is also a bullish tweezer pattern. Bullish counts are open. ABC candidate, and here it is a probable double top buy. Very bullish above 875, 876. L&T looks like a very a strong stock and set to outperform on multiple time frames. ABC on 1%, ABC on 0.25%. PEL also looks extremely bullish. Power grid on higher time frame. Strong column of X in 2016-17. Then there has been a strong consolidation and now breakout. If we get a double top buy from here, it would be very bullish. Siemens is another outperformer which looks like set to outperform on multiple time frames. So we should find bullish divergence opportunities in the stocks like Siemens, L&T, or the stocks which are in a strong uptrend. The correction or consolidation in them in short term is opportunity to participate. So the idea was to discuss a method and the pattern of bullish divergence. See, at times we cannot see those divergences clearly on the charts, but the divergence between price and relative strength is one of my favorite formation. And the stocks which are in a strong uptrend or in a strong bullish outperforming zone, they give us these opportunities in short term, the divergence between relative strength and price, and that's when we should try to trade pullback formations in them or try to catch them, right? This was just to discuss a concept in brief. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.